Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my devlog. I'll start with the bad news. I had everything set up for this episode, but unfortunately, I managed to not get anything. Turns out it's my fault, because if you don't use OBS Studio as administrator, you might just end up with the infinite void. But that's not the end of the world. I managed to get a bunch of things done, and the least I can do is tell you guys about it and hopefully show the labors of my work. Okay, let's get started. For some time now, I've wanted to change the resolution of the game. It had a width of 1024 pixels, meaning the height was 768 pixels. I know, that's an uncomfortable number. So my goal was to change that to 1200 into 900 screen size. Problem? It's not as simple as just changing the dimensions in my editor. Since my assets were built with that resolution in mind, everything else had to be redone. The good thing is that my assets are pretty simple. They're pixel art with 2 or 3 colors, which is easy to redo. So I just had to jump into GIMP, God, I hate saying that, and upscale them. There's a bit of pixelation and some transparency, but it just took some minutes to recolor them, and I ended up with these images. With that out of the way, the only thing that remained was changing some values in the game that were hard-coded, because that was a genius move on my part. Anyway, with that out of the way, the game was ready to run at a higher resolution, and this is what it looks like now. I don't know if you can tell, but the images are larger, therefore crisper in comparison. And you might notice that I changed the color palette of the enemies, 2 as opposed to 4, and a brighter red so that they pop out and makes you want to shoot them. That's kind of the goal. Well, that's everything for this episode. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.